The world's susceptibility to disease remains a significant concern as both emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases pose threats to global health with risk of another pandemic. But before we get into the video, let's define what a pandemic is. A pandemic is a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease over a whole country or the world at a particular time. Rising infectious diseases like COVID and tuberculosis continue to emerge due to factors like global transportation, clustering of people in cities, mixing of humans and wildlife, climate change, and movements like the anti-vax movement. One particular pathogen we will focus on is Corynebacterium diphtheriae that causes diphtheria. It spreads through respiratory droplets that fly out of the nose or mouth while you cough or sneeze. Corynebacterium diphtheriae releases a toxin that binds to a cell receptor and inhibits protein synthesis by inactivating an elongation factor and ultimately causes cell death. If the toxin enters the bloodstream, it could cause heart, kidney, and nerve damage. There are two types of diphtheria: respiratory and cutaneous. Respiratory diphtheria involves the nose, throat, and tonsils, while cutaneous diphtheria involves the skin. Symptoms begin 2 to 5 days after the infection. Symptoms may include a sore throat, fever, swollen lymph nodes, and weakness. Visually, one may see a thick gray membrane covering the throat and tonsils. People who are at risk are adults and children who have not been up to date with vaccination, people who live in contaminated conditions, or people who travel to areas where this infection is more common. If you get diphtheria, you could get treated by getting an antitoxin injection that minimizes the effects of the toxin produced by the bacteria. Antibiotics can also be prescribed to clear the infection. There are preventative measures that you can take, such as practicing good hygiene, but most importantly, getting vaccinated. There is a vaccine that protects against diphtheria. Although these shots do not offer a lifetime protection, people need booster shots to keep up their protection.
Created using Powtoon.